If you're a new Magic Arena player, you may notice that you have a lot of starting decks. But you might not want to be playing those starting decks because they don't contain standard cards. They contain a lot of alchemy cards. But we can fix that. So this week we are taking a look at each of those decks, retrofitting them for standard, and we are doing it on a budget. So no more than 10 rares and mythics in each deck. We already took a look at white, but today we're going to take a look at blue. So let's go take a look at what the theme for it is, how we're going to change it, and take it into Arena and see how it does. I'll see you there. Okay, so this is what we came up with for the upgrade for the blue starter deck. We took out all of the alchemy cards and we put in a bunch of standard cards. The theme for the original build of this deck was called Aerial Domination. So it was a bunch of flying creatures and other like synergies and creature effects that benefit flying creatures. So there aren't a whole lot of effects in standard that benefit flying creatures specifically, but there are a few spirit synergies, and spirits happen to fly as well. So I'll show you what we have going here real quick. So we had Unsummon in the deck originally, but we're running with Fading Hope right now, and that's also just kind of like a better Unsummon. For the 1-drop, we have Lantern Bearer, 4 copies of. We have a couple shore-ups for protection, and we have 4 witness protection. This card is really silly and really good at the same time. A lot of people will not see this coming. Next, we have some Covetous Castaway. This one is a little bit of a weird choice, but it does have some synergy. It's like 1 on the backside. It is a 3/4 flying spirit. And it also has a on death trigger of milling 3 cards, which can be paired up with Make Disappear's casualty cost. So you can actually get a little bit of a bonus that way. So it's something that you might want to sacrifice. Aside from that, we have a couple copies of Fairy Mastermind. Very, very solid card that you can play at the end of your opponent's turn if they don't pressure you into playing something else. Then we have 2 copies of Impulse, some Ledger Shredders. Ledger Shredders really, really carry this deck in some games. Just the ability to play off your opponent's desire to play multiple cards a turn. Also, this does trigger off of you play multiple cards a turn as well. So if you play this and then follow it up with like a 1-cost spell, you'll get that trigger immediately. Then there's the 4 copies of Make Disappear, because every blue deck needs a little bit of counter spells. Then we have 3 Patrician Geist. This is your Spirit Lord. It gives your other spirits +1/+1, and also makes it so your spells in graveyards cast 1 less to cast. Then we have 4 copies of Thirst for Discovery. This is your go-to draw spell. Works really well with the mana base of 25 islands, so you'll almost always have a basic land to throw away for Thirst for Discovery. And at the top end, we have a couple copies of Kyrie the Swirling Sky. This is a 6/6 Dragon Spirit, so yes, it does get the +1 off of Patrician Geist. And it has a couple on death triggers as well, which will pair with Make Disappear if you ever get to that point. And when it dies, it's return any number of target non-land permanents with total mana value 6 or less to the owner's hands, or mill 6 cards, then return up to 2 instant and or sorcery cards from your graveyard to your hand. So this can be a very potent on-death trigger, but hopefully we'll be finishing the game with this instead of utilizing it for its death triggers. So that's the deck. Let's just take it out there and see how it does. Okay, let's see what we got here. So we have 3 islands, a Lantern Bearer, a Shore Up, an Impulse, and a Thirst for Discovery. So it's not the most aggressive start, but it's got some cool spells we might be able to do some things with. So let's start with our Lantern Bearer. Right, that looks good to me. So we got a little bit of counter magic backup. And we can cast Impulse at the end of turn if we don't need to counterspell anything. Alright. Perfect. So we'll cast Impulse. Get me... We want Covetous Castaway, do we want Thirst? I think I want another Thirst. Just having more draw is always a good thing. Alright. Attack for 1. End turn. Annex Sentry, you say? Okay. Well, let's let that come in. He's going to target my dude, and I will shore it up. Make sure you can't take it. Alright, land for turn. Next, all attack. Bing, bing, boom. End turn. Annex Sentry, huh? Interesting spell. Oh wow, another one, huh? I'm just gonna counterspell this one. I don't need that in play. Yep, coming in for one, bud. Alright, it's Impulse. Thirst, Lantern Bearer. We'll take another Lantern Bearer. Alright, land for turn, Bearer. All attack. Boom. And turn. That's an interesting one. When Invasion of Bellanon enters the battlefield, create a 2/2 white and blue knight creature token with Vigilance. Okay, well, I can't really do anything about that, so here it is. Yep, 1 damage. Pass, 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 pass. Alright, Thirst. Let's draw some spells. Alright, let's discard the basic land. Drop return. Attack for 2. Bink, bink. What do I want to do? Let's keep Thirst open. Pass. I'm going to attack that with both. I'm okay with it. Yeah, go for it. Oh, he's attacking me with the other. Okay. Invasion of Bellanon again, huh? Okay. That one will make disappear. And then we'll play a Fairy Mastermind after that. Okay. Land for turn. If we let that get through, it's going to kill our thing. So let's make that a 1/1 instead. There we go. End turn. What do you got for me? Planar Disruption, huh? Enchant artifact, creature, or planeswalker. Enchanted permanent can't attack or block, and its activated abilities can't be activated. Let's see if I can stop that. Discard basic land. Make disappear. Full cost. Sacrificing that. Surprised you're using Planar Disruption instead of just something like Ossify. Unless Ossify is also in there. Ow. Alright, let's see here. Give me the Patrician Geist. For the +1. Next. And then we'll attack with the Fairy Mastermind. End turn. Phyrexian Vindicator. That's totally fine. I have an unsummon ready for you. We'll send you packing. Alright. So we got 6 in the air. Not quite 7. We can pack this right here. Right, drop him to 1. End turn. Alright. You now have a Phyrexian Vindicator. And nothing else. Okay, so we got 3 lands. Fading Hope, Witness Protection, Make Disappear, and Thirst for Discovery. So we get a lot of reaction, not a whole lot of action right now. It's pretty decent hand, though, so we'll keep and see where it goes. Now they just need to decide what they're going to do. Alright, let's play Island. Looks like we've got some kind of red-black going here. We have a corrupt court official. Alright. Resolve. I will discard a land. Pass. My turn. Alright, cool. Keep that. Next, end turn. So we can cast almost everything in our hand at this point. Pass. We will definitely take the 1. Alright, end of your turn. I will cast Fairy Mastermind. Do you want to kill at end of your turn? He does. Alright. Next, end turn. What are you gonna do, little fella? It's up to 4 land. Pass. 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 Alright, take 1. Alright, end of your turn, I'm going to Thirst for Discovery. Okay, draw 3 cards. Discard Island. Submit 1. Alright, land for turn. Gonna play Ledger Shredder. Next. So he's gonna try to kill my guy. Alright, and turn. Alright, and here is where we cast Fading Hope. Ooh, let's discard the Witness Protection. I'll take another Witness Protection off the top. Not a problem. And turn. Pass, pass, pass. Got anything else for me? Probably not. He's not really doing anything this game. He's just hitting me with a corrupt court official all day. Alright. Ledger Shredder it is. End turn. Hey, he didn't try to kill it. That's progress. Alright, we're at 6 mana. What's your choice? He wants to cast Eaten Alive. Well, I want to cast Make Disappear. Does he have a follow-up? I guess not. It's kind of a boring game, honestly. Let's cast another Ledger Shredder. Next. I'll attack. End turn.
Alright, so you duress a Fading Hope away. Oh. That's a perfect draw. Discard the Witness Protection. And then cast Shore Up on it. Draw a card, discard. That's hilarious. That was fantastic. Okay. Let's see here. Next, I'll attack. Bink bink. We'll cast the Patrician Geist. That was a clutch little draw right there. Oh, let's take my guy anyways, huh? Alright, block there. I guess he wasn't going to draw anything worthwhile. Okay, we got 3 creatures and 4 lands. Let's see what happens. Oh, blue v blue, huh? Let's play Lantern Bearer. You want to cast Fading Hope on a Lantern Bearer? Or maybe a Consider? Alright, land. Play another one. He's considering. He's holding me up for something. Alright, end turn. Alright, double blue now. He can cast counter spells. Alright, end of his turn. Cast Fairy Mastermind. He did not choose to counter it. I'm surprised. Maybe a shock will do? Yeah, there you go. Alright, let's go ahead and play an island, and then a Patrician Geist. Give my little friends +2, +1, +1. Really? Okay. Alright, we got 2. A Lantern Bearer, Witness Protection, Ledger Shredder, Make Disappear, Thirst. Looks pretty decent. We can play anything we want to. Yeah, sure, we'll keep it. I'm really liking the Ledger Shredder right now. It's working pretty damn well. Alright, finally. Alright, we'll keep it. That's one bad thing about card games, is having opponents that take forever to take actions. And this game doesn't really require all that much thought. You just plan out your turns ahead of time. Want to cut down that? Do you want to waste a cut down on a Lantern Bearer? Alright, double swamp. Wants to extract the truth. We can take an enchantment or a planeswalker or a creature. Ledger Shredder's a good choice. He could have taken the witness protection too. No, I'm going to hold on to that until he plays a Sheoldred. No way out. Target opponent discards 2 cards, you create a 2/2 black zombie. Oh wow. Okay. How about we just make disappear that? I'll discard 1 card. Bink. End turn. Corrupt Official, huh? Discard a card? Alright, let's discard Island. Ooh, drawn a card. Let's see, what does this do? Read it. Oh, okay. Let's get rid of the witness protection now. Bink, bink. Alright, end turn. So he's going pretty hard on the discard there. Pass, pass, pass. Sheoldred's Edict. Each opponent sacrifices a non-token creature. I will let that resolve. I will discard that. Alright. For my turn, I will cast Thirst for Discovery. Discard basic land. I like having the shore up. That's a lot of basic lands. Alright, pop them down. Okay, pass. Pass. I don't want to untap him with Shore Up just yet. I want to have protection in case he has some kind of silly removal spell. And we'll wait another turn to cast Kyrie. I'm not too worried about poison counters. Phyrexian Obliterator. That's a big baby. Alright, let's go Island. Alright, smack him and yak him. That's the Edict, huh? Edict! Edict! Alright, let's just go ahead and Edict. I will sacrifice Kyrie. And we will return a number of non-land permanents. We'll return this and this. I mean, honestly, I probably should have sacrificed the other one. But it's okay. Yep. Resolve all. Ooh. Discard the other Ledger Shredder. Resolve. And discard the other Shore Up. He's not going to kill it now. He's only down to 1 mana. Alright, let's go ahead and hit an Impulse. Lantern Bearer. We'll cast Lantern Bearer. Get the Ledger Shredder up. Guess that'll be it, huh? It still wasn't good. Okay, so see here. We have some lands, a Ledger Shredder, a counterspell, Kyrie. Go. Uh-oh. Razor's Thicket. We got Selesnya. Selesnya can be pretty fast. Oh, Roaring Earth. That's interesting. Alright. Land. Give me a Ledger Shredder. Tribute to the World Tree. What is this deck? Whenever a creature enters the battlefield under your control, draw a card if its power is 3 or greater. Otherwise, put 2 +1/+1 counters on it. Very interesting. Okay. We're just going to keep some counter mana up right now. Yup. That thing needs to go bye-bye. Alright, let's go Ledger Shredder. And we attack. Botanical Brawler, huh? Okay. Brawler is in the house. Landfall, make him bigger. So this is the fabled Selesnya +1 counters deck. Resolve all, I'll take it. Hell yeah. Yeah, discard Lantern Bearer. And discard the other Ledger Shredder, sure. Alright, end of turn, Fading Hope. Let's get that. We'll go Lantern Skiff there. And another Lantern Bearer to get some more card draw going. Discard the Witness Protection. Actually, we'll discard the Make Disappear. Witness Protection is going to be more useful to us. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, discard the Witness Protection now. Alright, I'll attack. Bink Bunk. Alright, Brawler is back. He gets 2 more +1 counters. Look at that boy get bigger. Kodama. Now my boys get bigger. Second one. You fell into my trap. Okay, here we are for the post-game wrap. My thoughts on the deck it's got potential. It absolutely does. I think it honestly performed a little bit better than the white deck did, because the white deck was really contingent on you getting a really strong first 3 turns. This one doesn't have that fallback. This one has enough interaction and enough card draw and counterspell to make it so that you can get a sneaky win in against the odds. The real MVP of the deck is, without a doubt, the Ledger Shredder. I would definitely up that from 3 to a 4. The Ledger Shredder's ability to just get bigger and bigger and connive on not just my opponent's extra spells being played, but my extra spells being played, is an absolute MVP ability right there. Especially the way that the metagame looks right now, because a lot of people are playing aggro right now, and they're wanting to play multiple cards a turn in order to just try and get ahead and win before the bigger control decks can stabilize. So that is really solid. And there's one moment when my opponent tried to take my creature with a threaten effect, and Ledger Shredder going off drew me into a shore up, which allowed me to prevent that from happening. So pretty solid card. Fury Mastermind was another really solid card, just in the fact that you can cast it at the end of your opponent's turn if they don't pressure you into casting other spells. Underperformers are probably unsurprisingly the Covetous Castaway. While it does have synergies with the other spirit like Patrician Geist, and it has synergy with Make Disappear with the death trigger, it's usually something I end up discarding to a connive effect. Thirst for Knowledge, fantastic card. Kyrie, great game ender. Witness Protection, surprisingly really strong. A lot of people don't see this coming. They don't know how to play around it, and honestly it's 1 mana removal. It really is. It's like, you're not going to care about like a little 1/1 bait on the board with Witness Protection around. You just are eliminating a card with Witness Protection for 1 blue mana. It's really strong. Lantern Bearer, great card to open up with. A lot of people underestimate the Lantern Bearer's 1 damage getting in every single turn, and if you get a couple of these on board with Patrician Geist, it can honestly end the game like quicker than your opponent is ready to accept, which is I think like the sneaky quality of this deck is really charming to me, because like you're one of the more popular decks in the meta is MonoBlue Tempo, and when people see like multiple islands coming into play, they're expecting just tons and tons and tons of counterspells. But then when they see you coming through with like all these little dorks and just draw cards and stuff like that, they're like, what is this guy even doing? This doesn't make any sense. So like, yeah, I like that a lot. I think I'm going to actually take this deck forward a little bit, maybe upgrade it a little bit more, and see what I can do with it, because this deck is fun. I would highly recommend this. So that's it for today's video. If you liked it, you know what to do. This is YouTube. So take care of yourselves. I'll see you next time.